What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review, and today is Wednesday, which of course means it's time for another Western New York Wednesday here on the channel. And the beer I'm reviewing today, once again, comes from the Beer Tree Brew Company, and they are out of Port Crane, New York, and this is their Morning Timber, the vanilla bean variant. So this is what they are calling an Imperial Breakfast Stout that is brewed with coffee, grainwood-fired evaporated maple syrup, and vanilla bean. Comes in at 9% alcohol by volume, 30 IBUs at the time of review. This can is just over 3 months old. So I actually reviewed the regular Morning Timber. It was, I think, late last year, maybe early this year, somewhere around there, and I really enjoyed it. So this is that beer, but with vanilla bean added. And now, I picked this one up in late February, early March, and because I took 2 separate one-month hiatuses, this one kind of was put on the back burner. I had so many other hop-forward beers and other beers I needed to get to. So this isn't super fresh, but, you know, it's fresh enough, and yeah, we're going to give it a go. It's been kept cold the entire time. Now, this has been out of the fridge for about an hour or so, so we should be good. Let's crack it open, get in glass, see what we got going on. Now, I really like the base Morning Timber. It was quite delicious. So I'm hoping this one's just as good. I mean, all it's adding is vanilla bean. So I don't know. We'll see how much that can add to it or potentially take away. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, pitch black in the glass. When I was pouring out, it was more of like a really dark brown, a little bit of like a dark brown hint back here, but pitch black for the most part. About a half finger, excuse me, to 3/4 of a finger of this straight up brown colored head. Creamy looking, some alcohol legs on the glass from the ABV itself, and yeah, looks nice. Hashtag proper glassware as well. Oh man, so the base beer is just screaming in this one. Really rich coffee, even at, you know, over 3 months old, the coffee's screaming. The maple's there, nice maple sweetness. Chocolate, more of like a sweeter dark chocolate, like a Hershey's special dark chocolate, something of that nature, not really like a bittering dark chocolate. Roasted malts. Molasses, black licorice, like this. Wow, this is quite complex. Yeah, smells good. Vanilla bean, I'm not really getting it too much on the nose. It may have faded a bit with time, but I don't know. I'm definitely getting the maple syrup. The coffee is definitely a predominant note and the most noticeable in the nose. Has like mocha vibes to it because of the coffee, but also like the sweeter dark chocolate. It smells really good. Yeah, it smells very akin to the base one. I don't think, you know, the addition of vanilla bean, at least for the aroma, is really doing much for this beer in terms of like changing it from the base or, you know, setting itself apart from it. But it still really smells really good. So let's get into it. Cheers, everybody. Fucking vanilla, man. Fucking vanilla. So couldn't smell the vanilla at all. Like, not even a little bit. The taste, first fucking note, vanilla right at the forefront. I'm kind of pissed off because I was like, I'm not actually, am I pissed off? A little bit, because the aroma didn't carry over, but I'm actually happy because the vanilla is here. This is better than the base. How much? I don't know. The body on this one was higher side of medium, lower side of full. A little bit thin at 9%, but maybe not. Higher side of light, lower side of full, I think 9% is fine. This isn't a 12% crazy Imperial size, 9%. So I think the body's fine. Mouthfeel, it's proper as well. Soft, smooth, there's carbonation, but, you know, there's not a lot of it. It's, you know, one of those undercarbed on purpose kind of beers where you don't want a lot of carbonation in a beer like this. You know, just enough to know, hey, it's a carbonated beverage, it's a beer, and that's all you need. So body and mouthfeel are fine. Actually good. The taste, though, right at the forefront, first thing hit me was vanilla. Like an authentic vanilla flavor right at the tip of the tongue. And that carries on like maybe a fourth of the way through the palate. And then comes the coffee, comes the chocolate, comes the mocha character. And that all hits with an underlying like roasted malt, almost char kind of malt sensation. Really nice. Like the first third of the palate is phenomenal. It's like you have a mocha coffee that you like put a vanilla shot into or something. Like that's just kind of how it feels for me. Now, midway through the palate, you get that maple syrup. I don't know what I said the Morning Timber one, but the maple syrup isn't like, it isn't a fake maple syrup. It's an authentic maple syrup, and it has like this almost smoky kind of sensation to it. I don't remember saying that about the base Morning Timber. So the wood fire or grain wood fired evaporated maple syrup, I kind of get it. Like it has this slight smokiness to the maple syrup. It could just be the beer in general, but right middle of the palate, it hits it. It's really nice. Passes on through the palate. This still finishes sweet. Yeah, pretty sweet. In the back of the palate, slightly dry finish. Really no bitters to speak of. This is a sweeter Imperial Breakfast Stout or Imperial Stout in general. The 9%, I mean, I can tell it's a bigger beer because of the flavors, but like I'm not getting any kind of noticeable alcohol in the palate or in the nostrils or in the chest or anything. There's no really warming sensation. So it hides the alcohol relatively well. But again, if I was like doing this as a whodunit beer review, a blind beer review, I would still guess at least 8%, probably 9 to 10%, just because I know based on the flavors, based on what's going on in this beer, it has to be a bigger beer. Like to get like a 5 or 6% beer with this type of flavor and intensity doesn't happen. not at all. Yeah, anyway, really good. Wow. So I like this better than the base one because that vanilla adds adds a complexity and accentuates, I think, the base beer enough where I can tell that there are subtle, but I would say subtle differences between this one and the base one enough where like I would buy this one again and be like, no, I like this one better than the base, as opposed to be like, oh, it's just slightly different. I think it's subtle, but it's noticeable. So Morning Timber, the vanilla bean variant from Beer Tree. One more sip. I'm debating on two numbers. I don't know what I gave the base one. It might be the exact same score, but I'm going to give this a high 4.25 out of 5. I'm going to go 4.35 out of 5. I was debating between 4.35 and 4.4. 4.4 takes it into low 4.5. I don't think it's a low 4.5. I think it's a high 4.25. So if this gets the same score as the base one, just let it be known that I like this one a little bit more. We'll say like 4.37 or 4.38, but it's a little bit better than the base one for me. It doesn't quite get in the 4.5 range, but still, it's a damn good beer. Whether I give it a 4.35 or a 4.5, you know, it's top-notch shit. Price and availability, I want to say a 4-pack of this is $22 4-pack, so you're talking $5.50 a can. Yeah, I'd pay $5.50 a can for that again. That's really good. 16 ounces of a 9% Imperial Breakfast Stout with vanilla bean. All day, every day, I'd pay $5.50 for a can. And availability, they get distribution now throughout a lot of places in New York State. It used to be brewery only and then local bottle shops. We get them here now in Western New York. When it comes to Beer Tree, we get a lot of their offerings now, which is fantastic. I don't know how much they make it downstate, like into, closer to New York City and whatnot. But I think for the most part, you can find them central New York, upstate New York, Western New York. And yeah, they make great beer. I love what Beer Tree does. The reason why I feature them on a Western New York Wednesday is because they make great beer, but they get beer into the Western New York area. And yeah, they just do good stuff. So if you ever see Beer Tree and you're curious, pick up their stuff because they make good beer, and I don't think you'd be disappointed. You certainly wouldn't be disappointed with this one if you're looking for Imperial Breakfast Stout with vanilla bean. I can't see how you would be. Maybe you will though, but we're all different, right? We all have different palates. That's the enjoyment about doing beer reviews like this and having the back and forth with viewers and stuff. It's like somebody might drink this one and be like, not for me. I drink it. I love it. It's great. So if you've had this one before, let me know what you think about it. Appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. Be on the lookout next Wednesday. Not quite sure what I'm going to do, but there might be a small chance that I do a double Western New York Wednesday where I review 2 different froth beers, 2 of their liquid lollipop series. If not, might be another Beer Tree beer. I don't know. Who knows? Not this guy, because I have no idea what to do. Anyway, appreciate everybody stopping by. The next one. Cheers.